Hello, I'm Sheila Swanson, and welcome to Windows 3.1 Module 1. And this is Windows, a powerful program that can help you work faster in a specially designed graphic environment with easy-to-use windows and pull-down menus. Find, organize, and use files quickly and easily with powerful file management tools. Increase productivity by working on multiple applications at once with Windows multitasking and data sharing tools. In a moment, your Windows instruction will begin. But first, a few points about this course. Now, we're assuming you're familiar with computer basics, such as how to turn on your computer and how to use the computer keyboard. For your convenience, we've divided this course into two modules. In the first module, Introduction, you'll receive an introduction to the fundamentals of the Windows desktop. In the second module, Intermediate to Advanced, you'll learn about using Windows and non-Windows applications, Windows multitasking tools for working with several applications at once, and Windows file management features. We recommend you resist the urge to skip from topic to topic. For best results, complete the course in the order it's presented. Now, let's talk about Windows. Windows is a special program designed to help you access and use files and software applications quickly and easily. Windows does its job by working with your computer's disk operating system called DOS for short. A disk operating system is a program, a special set of instructions that the computer uses to operate. Before Windows, you had to memorize long lists of commands to use DOS. Every command had to be typed character by character and entered. With Windows, you no longer have to memorize commands. Instead, all the commands are listed conveniently inside menus on the screen. You simply select the command you want. Now that you've got a general overview of Windows, let's move on to the first lesson. In this lesson, you'll learn how to start the Windows program, use a mouse, open and close windows, and switch windows. If Windows is not on your hard drive, you'll need to install Windows before using this course. Information on installing Windows is in your Windows manual. Your computer can be a 286, 386, 486, or higher, IBM or an IBM-compatible computer. Here's an important note about using Windows on your computer. Windows should work on most standard business computer systems. However, Windows capabilities will vary depending on the processor and memory setup of your computer system. In this course, we'll be using a 386 computer with 4 megabytes of memory. You'll also need a mouse set up properly to work with your computer. Again, the information you received with your mouse should tell you how to set it up. Once these setup items are taken care of, you can learn to get around or navigate on the Windows screen, also called the desktop. The Windows desktop was designed to work like something you already know how to use, your own desk. On a regular desk, there are places to organize, use, and set aside work. On the Windows desktop, you'll also find places to organize, use, and set aside work. We've already turned our computer on. The DOS or C prompt is displayed. To start Windows, we type WIN, short for Windows, at the prompt. Then we press Enter. In a moment, a new screen is displayed. This is the Windows desktop. The desktop contains various items. There are 2 boxes, one in front of the other, called Windows. Inside the windows are graphic symbols called icons. Let's explore windows and icons in more detail, starting with Windows. Windows are special visual tools that provide an easy way to look at work on the desktop. On our computer, we have 2 windows open. The one in back is called Program Manager. The one in front is called Main. The Main group is actually part of the Program Manager. The Program Manager is a central Windows tool. It opens whenever you start Windows. As the name implies, the Program Manager is used to manage Windows operations. From the Program Manager window, we can access all Windows tools, features, and applications. There are other Windows desktop features you should know about. For example, icons are another type of visual on the desktop. As we said, icons are special graphic symbols. Each icon symbol represents different kinds of work. For example, there are several different icons inside the main window. There is an icon of a file cabinet. This is the File Manager icon, a tool that helps you work with files. Here's an icon of a printer. This is the Print Manager icon, representing work we can do with the printer. At the bottom of the Program Manager window, there are several group icons. The Program Manager organizes applications, tools, and features into groups and gives each group an icon. Our group icons include Applications, Accessories, Startup, and Games. When you start Windows on your computer, your screen may look different. That's because Windows lets us change and customize the desktop display. Your desktop may have been changed already. Let's take a closer look at the windows on our desktop. Each window has a title at the top, a work area under the title, and small boxes in the frame. Most windows also have pull-down menus containing commands that can be used whenever we need them. In this course, we'll use the mouse most often to perform tasks, even though we could often use the keyboard instead. The mouse will help you move quickly and easily around the Windows desktop. For example, we can use the mouse to select or highlight any icon in the main window. To show you, we'll select the Control Panel icon. To do so, we simply move the mouse pointer to the item we want. Then we click the left mouse button once. The icon is selected. We almost always use the left mouse button when performing tasks in Windows. So from now on, when we refer to clicking the mouse button, you can assume we're referring to the left mouse button, unless otherwise stated. We have one more basic mouse function to show you, dragging. Dragging is a technique used to move an item on the desktop. To show you, we'll move the Clipboard Viewer icon by dragging it. We begin by positioning the mouse pointer over the icon. Next, we press and hold the left mouse button. Then, as we move the mouse, we drag the icon across the desktop. We can move the Clipboard Viewer icon anywhere inside a group window. When the icon is positioned where we want it, we release the mouse button. Besides moving icons, the mouse can also be used to work with windows. So far, we only have two windows open on our desktop, the Program Manager window and the Main Group window. We'll open more windows on our desktop. The procedure is easy. To show you, we'll open the Clipboard Viewer and Windows Setup windows. We double-click. The Clipboard Viewer window opens on top of our other windows. The Clipboard Viewer window looks similar to our other windows. A title bar is listed across the top. The work area of the Clipboard Viewer window is empty right now. We can use the same procedure to open the Windows Setup window. However, notice that our Clipboard Viewer window now covers part of the Main Group window. We can no longer see the Setup icon. This isn't a problem. We can simply move windows out of the way when we need to. To move a window, we use the same dragging procedure we used earlier to move an icon. To show you, we'll drag our Clipboard Viewer window to the lower right corner of the desktop. To drag a window on the desktop, we use the title bar. We first point to the title bar. We then press and hold the mouse button. When we do, the window is enclosed in a fuzzy outline. We can then drag the fuzzy outlined window anywhere on the desktop. We release the mouse button and the window is now moved. With the Clipboard Viewer window out of the way, we'll now open the Setup window. As before, we double-click on the icon. In a moment, the Setup window is opened and displayed in front of the other windows. There are now 4 windows open on our desktop. The Clipboard Viewer window is in back. The Program Manager window is next. The Main Group window is on top of the Program Manager window. And finally, up front is the window we opened last, the Setup window. But what if we need to work with a window that's covered up? As we showed you earlier, we could drag and move windows out of the way, but there's another way, called switching. Right now, the active window on our computer is the Setup window. We know it's active because the title bar is highlighted. We want to make the Clipboard Viewer window the active window. We move the pointer anywhere in the Clipboard Viewer window and click once. When we do, the Clipboard Viewer window is displayed in front with its title bar highlighted. It's now the active window. You can also organize the Windows desktop by resizing windows. To resize windows, we use the window frame. The frame is flexible, like a rubber band, that can be pulled to make the window larger or smaller. However, to resize a window, the window must have a double-lined frame. Our active window has a double-lined frame, so we can resize it. To resize the clipboard viewer window, we carefully position the pointer on the window frame. Once we see a double arrow, we press and hold the mouse button. The window now displays a fuzzy outline. We then drag the outline to resize the window. It becomes larger or smaller as we stretch and shrink it, like a rubber band. When we release the mouse button, the window is adjusted to its new size. Before we continue, here's an important note. Your windows may open in different locations from ours. Don't worry. Simply use the moving, resizing, and switching skills you've learned to organize your desktop the way you want it. There's another effective way to organize windows on your desktop and remove visual clutter. You can use the minimize and maximize commands. The minimize command minimizes the size of a window by shrinking it into an icon. By minimizing a window, you can set it off to the side and free up room on the desktop for other work. The maximize command organizes the desktop by instantly expanding a window to full screen size for maximum workspace. To minimize or maximize windows, we use the two buttons in the upper right corner of the window. The button with the downward pointing triangle is the minimize button. The button with the upward pointing triangle is the maximize button. To minimize a window, we place the pointer on the minimize button and click. The window is minimized down to an icon displayed on the bottom of the desktop. We can easily reopen the window the same way we opened it, by double-clicking on the icon. We move the pointer to the clipboard icon and double-click. The clipboard viewer is now restored as a window. We can use this procedure to minimize and restore any window. Minimizing windows helps organize your desktop by reducing visual clutter. Now let's maximize the clipboard viewer window. We position the pointer on the maximize button in the clipboard viewer window. When we click, the clipboard viewer window fills the entire desktop. Notice that the maximize window does not have a double-lined frame. That means it can't be moved or resized. The desktop may be covered up, but it's still open and functioning behind the clipboard viewer window. To restore our clipboard viewer window, we'll use the Restore button. When a window is maximized, the button in the upper right corner of the window becomes the Restore button. As you can see, the Restore button has upward and downward pointing triangles. When we click on the Restore button, the window is restored to its previous size. To finish this procedure, we'll show you how to close windows. To close windows, we use a special box in the upper left corner of the window frame, called the Control Menu box. To close our clipboard viewer window, we point to the clipboard's Control Menu box. Then we double-click. The clipboard viewer window is now closed. We use the same procedure to close the Setup window. There's a pattern in how we click our mouse. We usually double-click when we want to open or close windows, as we just did to close the clipboard viewer and Setup windows. On the other hand, we normally single-click when we want to select or highlight something on the desktop. You've now completed the first lesson in this module, and you're prepared to navigate on your Windows desktop and explore the many features Windows has to offer. In addition, you're ready to put these navigational skills to use in the next lesson on using the Windows menu system. In this lesson, you'll learn how to use Control and Application menus, use the Open command, use the Cascade and Tile commands, and exit from Windows. As we mentioned previously, a big advantage to using Windows is that you don't have to memorize a long list of commands. All the commands you'll need are listed on the Windows desktop in special boxes called menus. There are two main types of Windows menus, Control menus and Application menus. A window can contain both types of menus. A control menu contains commands that control the entire window, including commands to move, size, minimize, and maximize the window. Each window has one control menu accessed from the control menu box in the upper left corner of the window frame. On the other hand, each window can have several application menus. Application menus contain commands that apply to work running inside the window. We'll show you both kinds of menus, but we'll begin with control menus. We'll begin by opening the Control menu in the Program Manager window. We point to the Control menu box in the upper left corner of the window and click. The Control menu for this window is displayed. The Control menu lists commands for some operations we've already shown you, including the Restore, Move, Size, Minimize, and Maximize commands. We used these commands previously without opening the menu, but these commands can also be executed from this menu. Next to some of the commands are the names of keys. That's because you can also select commands using keystrokes. The key names next to the commands are the names of the keys you use to select the command. To close the menu, we simply click on the Control menu box. We can use the same procedure to open and close the Control menu in any window. Now we've shown you how to open and close Control menus. In a moment, we'll look at the second type of menu, Application menus. But first we're going to close the Main Group window to reduce clutter and give us a better view of the Program Manager application menus. To do so, we double-click in the Windows Control menu box. The window is displayed as an icon in the Program Manager window. We now have a clearer view of the window. Application menus are listed in a bar at the top of the window, called the menu bar. Several menu headings are displayed. They are File, Options, Window, and Help. To open an application menu, we'll again use the point and click procedure. We'll start with the first menu heading, File. We click once on the menu heading and the File menu is displayed. Each command listed here helps us work with files. File commands include New, Open, Delete, Properties, Run, and Exit windows. Notice that some of the commands are a dimmer shade. That means these commands can't be accessed right now. We use the same procedure to open the Options menu. This menu contains options for working with windows and icons. Finally, we open the last menu, the Help menu, including commands designed to help you with questions about using Windows. To close the menu, we click on the menu heading. By learning to select the commands inside Control and Application menus, you'll be well on your way to maximizing the power of Windows. Let's select some commands from the Control menu now. We'll begin by opening the Control menu for the Program Manager window. We've already shown you how to maximize a window by clicking on the Maximize button. You can also maximize windows using the Maximize command. To select this command, we click on it. The Program Manager window is maximized to fill the entire desktop. To restore the window, we'll reopen the Control menu and select the Restore command. First we open the Control menu. Then we click on the Restore command at the top of the list. The Control menu disappears and the window is restored to its previous size. As we mentioned before, we can also select commands using the keyboard. To select commands with a keyboard, we simply press the key for the underlined character in the command, also called the shortcut key. Let's look at the shortcut keys in the Control menu. Shortcut keys in the Control menu include R for Restore, M for Move, S for Size, N for Minimize, and so on. We'll close the Control menu. The procedure for working with application menus is similar. To open application menus with a keyboard, we can also use shortcut keys. To open any application menu with a keyboard, we press the Alt key. Then we press the shortcut key for the menu heading. The shortcut keys for the Program Manager application menus are F for File, O for Options, W for Window, and H for Help. Let's take a closer look at the Help menu. As you might guess, help commands are designed to help you with questions about Windows features. On our computer, we'll open the Help menu. We use the shortcut keys, Alt, H. In this menu, the How to Use Help command will provide us with information we need right now, how to use the Help feature. We point to the How to Use Help command and click. The How to Use Help window is displayed. We'll maximize the window to make it easier to read. The window contains a scroll bar along the right side of the window frame. We can use the scroll bar to scroll through the contents of the window to see more of what's inside. For example, we click once on the down arrow at the bottom of the scroll bar, and the window scrolls down slightly. If we hold the mouse button on the down arrow in the scroll bar, more of the window content scrolls by. To scroll back, we press and hold the pointer on the upward arrow in the scroll bar. The window content again scrolls by. Another familiar element in the Help window is the Application menu bar. The menu headings are File, Edit, Bookmark, and Help. The buttons underneath the menu bar are unique to the Help window. The buttons are titled Contents, Search, Back, History, and Glossary. These are called movement buttons and are used to move within a series of Help screens. Below the movement buttons is the work area. At the top are instructions on how to choose a Help topic. Next is a list of topics to choose from. We'll use the mouse to choose a topic from the list on our content screen. As an example, we'll choose the Help Basics topic at the top of the list. Using the mouse, we simply point to the topic we want. Notice that the pointer turns into a hand icon when it's over an underlined item. The underlining means that more information is available on that topic. When we click on our topic choice, the Help Basics selection appears. More information is displayed on how to use the Help feature. Notice that there is broken underlining under some words. Broken underlining means that a definition is available for that word or phrase. For example, when we click on Maximize, a definition box is displayed. We click anywhere to close the box. We're finished with the Help Basics topic for now, so we'll use the movement buttons to move back to the main contents information. We click on the Contents button. The contents for how to use Help information is again displayed. We're now ready to exit the Help feature. To do so, we'll use the Exit command in the Help File menu. First, we point and click to open the File menu. We click on Exit, and the Help window closes. The Program Manager window is again displayed. As you've just seen, Help commands provide help on a broad range of Windows features. Another command that can be applied to a broad range of tasks is the Open command. We'll show you how the Open command can be used to open Windows. There are two steps to opening Windows using the Open command. First, select the item to be opened. Second, choose the Open command. First, we're going to maximize the Program Manager window for easier viewing. We click on the Program Manager Maximize button. We begin with our first step, selecting the item to be opened. We position the pointer on the group window we want, the Accessories group, and then we click. When we do, the Accessories group icon is highlighted and the group's control menu pops open. We won't be using the control menu now, but this menu won't interfere with our procedure, so we'll leave it open. Next, we choose the Open command to open the window. The Open command is located in the File menu. Now we select the Open command, and the Accessories group window opens. The Accessories group window contains special tools to perform tasks in Windows. You've now learned how the Open command can be used as an alternative to double-clicking on an icon. We use the double-clicking procedure to open the remaining group windows. The arrangement or types of groups displayed on your desktop may differ from those shown in this course. This isn't a problem. The same procedures can be used to open any group on your computer. There are now a number of windows open on our desktop, but the arrangement is messy. When windows are this haphazard, it's hard to keep track of what's going on. We'll quickly organize the windows using two special commands, the Cascade and Tile commands. The Cascade command organizes windows in a cascading pattern on your desktop. One window is displayed slightly below the next, so that each title bar is visible. This lets you easily see the names of all windows currently open. The Tile command organizes windows in a tile pattern on your screen, similar to floor tiles. Each window is fully visible, letting you see not only the title bar, but the work area of each window. Since these commands organize windows, they're found in the Window menu. The Cascade and Tile commands are listed at the top of the menu. First, we select the Cascade command, and the windows are automatically redisplayed in a cascading pattern. Notice that the title bar of each window is now visible. We could easily select whichever window we want to work with. Again, the Cascade command helps organize windows for easier use. Now we'll reorganize the windows again using the Tile command. We open the Window menu and select the Tile command. When we do, the windows are redisplayed, this time in a tile pattern. Each window has been resized to fit on the desktop. All the windows are now easy to see. We can move the highlight from window to work with the application or tool we need. We can use the scroll bars to display the icons that are not currently visible. There's one more command you'll need to know, the Exit Windows command. The Exit Windows command is found in the File menu and is used to exit the Windows program. To show you, we'll exit the Windows program on our computer. There's one important thing we want to note as we exit Windows. In the Options menu, there is a selection called Save Settings on Exit. If we make this selection, Windows will save our settings when we exit. If we save settings now, the next time we start Windows, our desktop layout will look exactly the way it does now. We don't want our desktop to look like this the next time we start Windows, so we make sure Save Settings on Exit is not checked. Now to exit Windows, we open the File menu. Exit Windows is the command we want. When we select the command, a box appears on the screen with some text and buttons inside. This is called a dialog box. A dialog box is used to communicate with the computer when it needs information. In our case, Windows needs to know if we're certain we want to exit. It also informs us that by exiting, we'll end our Windows session. We are sure we want to exit, so we click on the OK button, and the Exit Windows command is executed. The DOS prompt is displayed. You've now finished this lesson, and you've finished the Introduction module. In just a short time, you've learned about the different types of menus and how to open menus and enter menu commands, use control menus, use application menus, and utilize various Windows commands. With this understanding of menus and commands, you now have the skills necessary to begin exploring the Windows desktop on your own. In the next module, you'll begin using these skills as you learn how to master the powerful application features of Windows.